You can talk. Can you talk? Can you talk? You hear me?
What did you say?
Carmen, have grandma ever touched you before?
What do you mean touched me before?
What up, guys? Welcome back, and we have yet another What's Going On segment. All right, so this young lady took to social media after discovering her mother's and aunt's inappropriate behavior with the kids. Little backstory, because I had to watch it a couple times to fully get what was going on and understand myself. So, backstory. Um, It appears the young lady no longer has custody of her daughter, which she said was her oldest daughter. Um, she has a total of 8 kids in all. 5 of them are biologically hers, and 3 are her brother's kids. Apparently, her mother is raising her oldest daughter. Mom, throughout her story time, expresses how she was on a healing journey. She also stated that she herself was also a victim when she was younger. And by victim, I mean sexually assaulted, if you feel my drift.
Like any part of your body, anything. I can't specify.
I'm scared to say.
So we had therapy today, and then he was talking about Auntie Jenny. And she kept make references to, like, that's what they do. And so the therapist was like, what do you mean, who is they? And so Nitty said, grandma, she touches my butt all the time. And I'm like, what?
Allegedly, they're from Jamaica, and she said her aunt moved closer to the family. She hasn't seen her aunt in a while. She thought it'd be a good opportunity for her kids to meet their aunt. They go to visit the aunt. I guess it was her mom. You know, a lot of other family members, her and the kids. When they get there, you know, the aunt was ecstatic to see everyone, but she was more so interested particularly in her niece, whose name is Asia. She seen a lot of herself in the young lady. So while there, they got into a discussion about the young lady, the niece, whose name is Asia's breast size. And the aunt offered to give her a couple of bras or however. Said the aunt then proceeded to put her hand in the young lady's blouse to examine her breasts, I guess, like, size her up. And she said it was a trigger warning for her at that point. She only thing she could do was yell boundaries. The aunt then expressed to her that she only set boundaries with strangers. Absolutely not. You set boundaries with everyone. All right. But and that the mom jumps to the sister defense, and she says she's not realizing that the mom's only defending the sister because she has the same characteristics. And as you heard from the clip from the beginning of this video, that is a conversation between her and her middle child. So apparently grandma has the oldest child. I think the remaining kids are back in her care, back with her. Then again, I'm not sure. It's a lot of information missing from this puzzle. She need to do a part 3, part 4, and like fill us in what really was going on, what really happened. Like I said, she stated she was a victim as well. She didn't state who assaulted her. Was it the mom? Was it the aunt? Was it another family member? Because she did also express how family would be the first one to hurt you. Yeah. conversation between her and her middle child. She's asking, has she ever been touched inappropriately by her mother? The young lady initially hesitates, but when she feels comfortable to speak, she does tell mom that yes, I in fact been assaulted. My next question, why not go to authorities with this information? You have this young lady stating that it in fact happened. You have, I guess, apparently your oldest daughter's telling you what's going on. Go to the laws, get those kids removed, get them back home. Just thought it was interesting. So I don't, like, as I listened to the story initially, I was like, well, dog, that's messed up, you know. And then too, like, again, my whole thing with internet, why come to the internet? Why not do something? Why not get this handled? And then if you couldn't do so, if you tried that approach or you went that route and you came to no avail, then I understand you coming to the internet to bring awareness to the situation. Absolutely.
So she was like, tell me, like, what? So she said, yeah, she looks at my butt, she touched my butt, and then I told her before, like, stop, don't do that, like, I don't like that, and she'll say, sorry, and then she'll say she's not gonna do it again, and then she'll do it. And then she said that she, like, basically she just saying, like, you know what I'm saying, like, it's not a big deal. She would make references to her, like, being thick or something like that.
Yeah.
And then I asked Nenny, like, why she never said nothing to me before about it. And she said, because you had a lot going on and I just didn't want to bother you. So I'm not asking you to start no drama. I just did not know that. And that's not okay. That's not okay at all. It's not. I'm so sick right now, bro. I'm sick.
Furthermore, she stated that her child was brainwashed, pushed to make all these accusations and file all these reports on her. Yeah, give us the backstory. What led to the kids being taken out your custody? You did say you were doing the healing work, so yeah, it was definitely some trauma, something that you experienced when you were younger. We need those details. What are your plans moving forward? Another question, why well, you say you were just learning about your boundaries, so I can't judge you there. But if this did in fact happen to you when you were a kid, why were you and the kids visiting family members? Said family members, you called them demons, you called them demonic. Why go to the lion's den? Parents protect these babies. Now I understand why my grandma didn't let me stay with nobody or go to nobody's house. At first, I thought she was just being up. But I get it now that I'm older, and I appreciate you. That's my girl. What are you guys' thoughts on this whole ordeal? Do you believe she was just blowing it up because she's mad that, you know, she no longer has custody of her child? Or do you feel like these things were actually going on? Are the kids in fact being raped at the hands of mom and auntie? And if you got this recording of your niece saying that this happened, you need to put that in the right people's hands. And just do what you got to do. But don't crash out, because you did say, you know, you thought about it. Don't crash out. Because if you crash out, then you're still not going to be able to help these kids heal from the situation. You're not going to be around, right?
I didn't think it was a problem.
That's what Nenny said, that Lumpy said. That she touched Lumpy and said that Lumpy said she's okay with it. Like, it doesn't, like, it doesn't bother her.
No one really said anything about it. I didn't think it was a problem.
And back to the boundaries things. Yes, the boundaries are for everybody. And ask these kids questions. I know mine probably thought I was crazy when they was coming up because I always ask somebody, touch you, let me know. I used to have a little Friday nights. I have a little therapy session with them where they could vent and let them express themselves, how they choose to express themselves. So we used to have those little meetings. And that was after, I had to do a little therapy myself. So, drop your thoughts, comments below. Till next time, peace.